All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, high 7.
Wentz now to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check.
Wentz going to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Here's Wentz to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he connects with Ertz. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get, to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Forward, Tokyo!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wentz going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. 3-5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
From the red zone now, Wentz looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Penny. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Let him know, let him know.
Throwing on third down, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Eagles get first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
54 is Mike. 81, 81.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, 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 hey.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Wentz's pass complete to Derek Coleman. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Wentz looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
And a great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Howard trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, Alpha.
Now Wentz. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Trey 15. Trey 15.
54. Mike 54.
You must be drinking. Go.
54.
Now wins. Ertz over the middle. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
That's good for Eagles first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run with Howard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
54 Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
Running with Howard. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Mike, here we 120.
Here we go. Check 20.
Lefty.
Going with Coleman, the fullback. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Derek Coleman, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the air now with Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
A second down pass play there, but it's in. Complete.
Intended for David Moore. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, let go. Get it.
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 33-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Let's go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
It's 3rd down and 4.
There we go. Pac-Man. 180.
Defense wins championships, baby.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's another
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This is Clement, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right there. 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Man 5-7. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Hey, Delta. Bandit. Mike 56. Mike.
Throwing his Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rashad Penny, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Barkley. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. With it is Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there That could change things in a bit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Lockett. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before break. Barkley. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Smith. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
First down, Seattle.
Set. Check. 42's the mark.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Penny, a first down carry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Come on, set. It's a day. Go, go, go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Let's go.
3rd and 2. Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 11th touchdown of the year as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will get him 1 closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 25-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's get off the field.
Throwing now is Gino. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now left side on the swing pass. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Go. 180. Hey, rip 5-2 out here. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Hey, Charlie. Don't let him breathe, defense. Mike 5-4. Hey, 57. I don't even know why this team showed. Brand. Undercrush. Hey, wahoo.
Again, it's Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
It's going to be a long day. 56. Mike, 56 right there. 56.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here it comes. Hey, stand. Forward, Tokyo.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 54.
Throwing now is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Wentz, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On play action, it's Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Penny running right. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now Gino. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
54 is mine. 54 is mine. Bring it to you.
To throw, it's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Black, come on.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, 5.
Wentz now on first down. The Sanders has got it complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
56. Mike's 56.
Great 57.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 65, 65. 65.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This will be caught at about the 5. Now Clement fumbles the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Switch gears.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 24, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Wentz going to go on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
I'm coming for you,
Throwing on third down, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seahawks.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Deuce.
Now it's Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The 27-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.